This video is to help you further practice with significant figures. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to pause the video and I would like you to go through each one of these problems and try to figure out how many significant figures there are. So for each one of these numbers, determine the number of significant digits. In about a second here, I'm going to light up the screen with all the right answers. So pause it now, try it, see the right answers, and then I'll go through the explanations for you. Okay, never mind. I can't get the video to pause. So what I'm going to do is just write them all out very quickly, and you're going to see if you got them right. So this one would be 4, 4, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Looks like I'm picking a lot of 4s and 3s. Let's see, 7, 7, 5, 3. Let's see, that's 6. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8. Okay, now I'm going to go back through the explanation. Try to skip around to the video to find the ones that you got wrong. Numbers 1 and 2, pretty much identical. They're 4 significant figures because 1974 is 4 non-zero integers. 23.25 is also 4 non-zero integers. 1803 has 1, 2, 3 non-zero integers, and then it has this sandwich zero here. And if you remember, rules of sandwich zero is always significant. This one right here has 2 non-zero integers, so those are significant. Now this 0 here is a trailing 0. It's trailing. I'm going to mark it with a T with no decimal points. I'm going to say without decimal point. Therefore, it is not significant, so this one only has 2 significant figures. This one has 1, 2, 3 non-zero integers, and it has a sandwich 0, so that's why it would be 4. This one over here has 1, 2, 3 non-zero integers, and it has 2 leading zeros, and leading zeros are never significant. Leading zeros, no. This one over here would have 4, has 1, 2, 3 non-zero integers, and this 0 here is to the right of the decimal place, and there is a decimal place expressed. So trailing 0 with a decimal place is significant. So that is a trailing 0 with a decimal place. This one right here has 1, 2, 3 non-zero integers, and it has a sandwich 0, so that's why it's 4. This one has 1, 2, 3 non-zero integers, and a trailing 0 without a decimal place, and that's why it is not significant, so that's why this one only has 3. This one, notice how it's very similar to the one before, but here it has a decimal place, so this is a trailing 0 with a decimal place, and that's why it has 4. This one only has 3 because it has 1, 2, 3 non-zero integers, and it has 3 leading zeros, which are never significant. This one has 4 non-zero integers, always significant, and it has 1, 2, 3 trailing zeros with no decimal place. Trailing zeros without a decimal place. I hope that as you continue to go through these, this is starting to become a little bit more clear. If it's not, please go back to the previous video, remind yourself of the rules. This one right here has 7 because it has 1, 2, 3, 4 non-zero integers, and it has 3 zeros that are with a decimal place, 3 trailing zeros with a decimal place, so therefore those are significant. This one also has 1, 2, 3, 4, and it has 1, 2, 3 trailing zeros with a decimal place, so that's why it's also, those are significant. Remember, trailing zeros with a decimal place significant. 1, 2, 3, 4 trailing 0 with a decimal place. 1, 2, 3 trailing 0 but no decimal place. That's why that one has 3. For this next one, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 trailing zeros. It's that decimal place that matters. That's why this works. Same thing with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all these zeros. Those two are sandwiched. These two are um, trailing with the decimal place, so that doesn't really look like an 8, but that is in fact an 8. Hope you find this video helpful.